I'm gonna ask him to take the class. Taking the class. We've had a lot of people, wives, women, children, couples come in and be uncomfortable, not knowing what's going on with weapons and all that stuff, and they come in, they take the class. It's a sense of comfortability once you know all of this.
Now that we on this class stuff, what's the procedures of the class? How much does it cost? Is it a 2-3 day process? How does that work?
Now, what I will tell you, for Revere, you can come in any day of the week and take a class. You don't need an appointment. We have our RSOs here all the time from 10 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Last call to get the class done is what, 6:30? 6 p.m.
All right, with classes, pretty much there's instructors all over the place.
Okay.
You find who makes sense to you, who can relate.
Okay.
Nobody really takes it personal because it's more than enough to go around.
Okay.
The type of classes you can get the actual, you take something that puts you in a position to go apply for your concealed weapon permit. Or you can take like a standard firearm training, advanced shooting, like there's different variations. So whatever it is you want to work on, you want to get better at, or be educated on, there's a class for you that's being offered here.
Okay.
And that's the concealed. Concealed is more civilian type stuff. The G license course is also available. Just come in and ask for Paul, and they'll tell you what to do.
Okay.
Any other questions you have regarding
This question y'all might really, okay. When you purchase a firearm, what's the transactions state to state? Is it allowed? Is it protected if you leave the state of Florida and enter the state of Georgia? How does that work?
Every state have their own firearm policies. If you have the Florida concealed license, there are some states that reciprocate that license. They will allow you to conceal carry over there as if you were here. That's important because, for example, I'm not sure if Texas is one that reciprocate.
We have the reciprocity.
So they do open
Carry.
carry. But you, with your Florida concealed license, you will have to conceal carry because you will be carrying as if you were in Florida.
Okay, so you're allowed to.
You're not carrying as a Texas resident, you're carrying as a Florida resident.
But you're going to get in trouble if you cross state lines.
Okay, this is one way to look at it, right?
Okay.
I'm in Florida, so I have a Florida gun and a Florida license.
Yeah.
And I want to go to Louisiana. Louisiana is going to, well, we look at reciprocity. Reciprocity is the relationship states have between each other if they accept your license or not. Louisiana, I think, does. You have to stay on top of that because it changes a lot. So Louisiana, the state of Louisiana is going to say, okay, Paul, I accept you as a Florida gun owner and I recognize your Florida license. But once you cross these state limits and you're in the state of Louisiana, you need to abide by my Louisiana rules.
Okay.
All that stand your ground stuff belongs in Florida.
Okay.
It's no longer relevant
Okay, it's a different
in Louisiana.
Yeah.
So wherever your feet at, you got to follow the land, the law of their land per se.
Gotcha.
So once you go to Georgia, they're gonna say, okay, you can bring. You can call down the state. Okay, you can bring your. I recognize your concealed weapon. I recognize your Florida firearm and to be in legal standing. But now you have to abide by my Georgia law. You're a Georgia guy. All that Florida stuff, everything Florida related stays on the Florida side of the state line.
And again, like he says, some things change very fast. You will have to be on top of that. There's states like California that doesn't allow you to have a firearm with over 10 round magazines. So in here, you can buy an extend mag of 50 rounds.
Let's do it on you.
So you need to be aware of where you're going and if you can bring your firearm with you to avoid issues.